Dobry den, good people. And Jagui to Sarat Hotel. I really enjoyed myself there. I mean, I really enjoyed staying there. I really enjoyed myself. Yes, I did. So we are here in Nuremberg, taking people to Prague, and I'm angry with the place where I'm going to. You know, when we talk of Prague, it's like it's a place loved by tourists. Okay, let's get in first, guys. I will tell you why I'm angry and what I'm intending to do to one of these couples, because they are from Prague. Prague. Last time I was even reading the name wrong about. I'm sorry to. That place was forgot. I'm sorry to them. I was reading the name wrong. Let me show you guys the couple that I'm coming to. I'm here. You see this beautiful lady here with this handsome guy, muscular guy. I'm going to propose this lady. Let me not, I don't want them to see me. I'm going to propose that lady right in front of her boyfriend. And this guy will not notice anything. So what I request, if you are you're a male, or whether you're a male or not, if you're a male, you are this guy, and as a lady, if you are with me here, ladies, you represent this lady. I'm going to propose you, and you imagine as if like your man, just like this one, is there with you. Me out, you will act like this lady, like that couple. I will tell you what to do. But you will see, I will propose the lady without you noticing, my brother, because I'm angry. They scammed. Okay, let me prepare my pass, guys. We are late. Did I close the door? Yes, I did. Prayer
Hallo
first.
und herzlich willkommen bei Flixbus. Wir freuen uns, dass ihr an Bord seid und wir gemeinsam unser heutiges Reiseziel ansteuern. Bevor wir richtig in Fahrt kommen, hier ein paar Hinweise. Auch bei uns im Bus gilt die gesetzliche Anschnallpflicht. Bitte schnallt euch deshalb während der gesamten Fahrt an. In den Sitztaschen vor euch findet ihr unsere Bordkarte mit weiteren Sicherheitshinweisen und Infos zu unserem Snack- und Getränkeangebot. Eine Toilette befindet sich im hinteren Einstiegsbereich. Wer kostenlos surfen will, wählt sich einfach in unser WLAN-Netz ein. Unser Reisetipp fürs Internet? Schaut doch mal auf unserer Facebook-Page vorbei. Unser Team freut sich riesig über eure Likes und Nachrichten. Sollte euer Akku zur Neige gehen, kein Problem. Viele unserer Sitze sind mit Steckdosen ausgestattet und entsprechend gekennzeichnet. So könnt ihr euer Smartphone die gesamte Fahrt über nutzen. Wenn ihr eure nächste Fahrt auch gleich mobil buchen wollt, holt euch einfach unsere App und profitiert von exklusiven Online-Angeboten. Auf flixbus.de stehen täglich brandaktuell alle Infos und Städteverbindungen für euch bereit. Natürlich wollen wir unseren Service ständig weiter verbessern. Für Feedback zu eurer Fahrt nutzt bitte den Fragebogen, den wir euch per E-Mail zuschicken. Wir danken für eure Aufmerksamkeit und wünschen eine entspannte Fahrt und viel Spaß an Bord bei Flixbus. Hello and welcome to Flixbus. We're glad to have you on board and that we can get you to your favorite destination today. Before we set off, we would like to share some information about the journey. The wearing of seatbelts is compulsory on board the bus. Therefore, please keep your seatbelt fastened throughout the entire journey. In the seat pocket in front of you, you will find our information card containing further safety instructions and details of our snacks and beverages. There's a restroom located in the rear boarding area. If you would like to browse the internet free of charge, simply log on to our onboard Wi-Fi network. If your battery runs out, no problem. Many of our seats are equipped with power outlets, which are marked accordingly. If you would like to book your next journey while you're on the road, simply download our app onto your smartphone. For more information, simply We're always striving to improve our service. Please use the questionnaire we send you by email to give us feedback about your journey. You can also use it to share your suggestions, ideas, and requests. We are always ready to assist. And now, we can finally set off. Thank you for listening. We hope you have a relaxing journey and enjoy traveling with Flixbus.
So, bye-bye, Prague. Nuremberg. We're going to Prague. It sounds funny to me. Like, I saw it, Prague. And I heard these people, Prague. Prague. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong. But for now, I will say sorry after releasing my anger. I want to release my anger first. Those guys, those scammers couldn't do that. My cousin, no. Punishing one of their members here now. Now. So as I said, you will act like that lady. Whether you will outie or sister, all of us guys, you will act like we will be on that lady. So what I will do, I'm going to approach that couple, okay? And when I get there, I will act like a fortune teller, those people who are reading stars, whatever. So I'm not good in approach. So I don't want to expose myself to you. But I'm good in persuading people to listen to me, I think. So I will convince them, I will convince you as a man there with this lady that you guys, like, you have the same rhythm, your energy flows in the same, what we call, same ratio. I don't know what to say, guys. Yeah, so you'll get it. But your energy is like the same. So it's not by chance that you are together. And I want to prove that to you, if you allow me. And it's like you're bored in a bus, long journey. Why not? I'm safe. He cannot run away, this guy. So obviously they will agree. Now I'm talking to you as if you are one of them now. So I tell the guy that I want to prove to you guys that you have the same energy and you match, actually, even from the spirit realm. So the only way I will show you this is about number. As you know that numbers can talk. Numbers have energy, actually. That one you know also. There are those numbers that frighten you if they are mentioned. So numbers have energy. So I will use numbers to show you that you have the same energy flow. So in your phones, guys, we go to the calculator app. And now what you're going to do here, even though I will be talking to this guy, but whatever I'm doing here, the instructions that I'm giving the lady will be done by you as you are listening to me in this journey together, you and me, my friend, in festive season, just chilling in our couches. Okay, so you are going to follow the rules that I will be giving the lady, but judging the situation as a man, protecting your woman next to this strange guy, handsome guy, and strange is a stranger, not strange. Okay, so now I will tell you, both of you, I want you to think of any number that means something to you, because I want you to like withdraw this number out of your energy, as you understand that numbers have energy. So I want you to use your energy to think of any number. So the husband is thinking of any number, or the boyfriend is thinking of any number, and the lady also is thinking. So you are the lady, you are thinking of any number. So you think of any number and then you type your number there on your calculator. Both the husband and you type that number, and then after typing these unknown numbers to me, and you also don't know the number that your partner, your man, chose, and your man doesn't know what number you chose. So after typing that number, and then you will multiply the number that you have typed by 90. You multiply the number that you came up with using your energy, and you multiply it by 90, which is 90, right? And then you press equals to. And then now the answer that you have now, both of you are doing the same, right? The husband and the lady. Why am I saying husband, boyfriend, and the lady? Why am I saying boyfriend? Because boyfriends are the ones who are eager to take girlfriends out. Unlike husbands, they are done with that almost. I think so. But even if it's a husband, no problem. And also you must respect, marriages. It's not a place where you can just play your dirty games. No. So it's a boyfriend, guys. No, I choose that way. Boyfriend and a girlfriend. Okay. So now you multiplied that number by 90. You got the answer now. Obviously it's different answers because we are multiplying different numbers. And then the answers that you have now, you must multiply them by 9 this time. 9. So after both of you have multiplied these new answers for you by 9, and then now let's divide the answers that we have by the numbers that we came up using our energies. We are dividing this answer now by the number that you chose in the beginning. Now we have this answer. You have that. She has her answer, you have your answer. But from here, I'm telling you, the husband, now that you stop right here, you keep your number, the answer that you have there. My lady, the answer that you have there, please memorize it, don't forget it. If you think it's complicated, this number, please write it down or take a screenshot. if it's a number that you can forget. So now I will continue with the lady. Now, my lady, the answer that you have, remember, you, the listener, my friend who's traveling with me, you are the lady. So the answer that you have now, you must multiply it by 80, 80, and then you press equal sign. And then the answer that you have now, you add plus. Now the number that you're going to add, I think it's a million number. It's 100,000. Okay, let me put it this way, because I don't want you to make a mistake here, madam. So you said plus, right? And then the numbers that you're going to press is, actually it's 105,632. 105,632. So which is 1 0 5 6 3 2. 105,632. So that's the number you are adding. Okay, sharp. Now you have this answer that you have there, which me and your husband, we don't know. Me and your boyfriend, we don't know. Okay? So I request that now you listen carefully and you do what I'm telling you, because this is where now I destroy my enemy. Okay, this is where I destroy my enemy now. And then I tell the lady, the first number there that you have on this answer, separate it, like it must be alone. So maybe you'll need some piece of paper or something to write this, if you can visualize it. But it's something that you can visualize as I'm telling you. No. I want you to write it down so you see really what is going to happen here. So I will make sure that I have something for them to write in case they don't have anything there, you know. So I'll give you this paper, and then you write, and then you take the first number, you separate it like it is one number, and then there is some space, and then the other numbers. But don't write these other numbers. I will tell you what to do. Now you see the second number. I want you to just turn it anti-clockwise, like to be upside down. For an example, if that number is 6, if you turn it upside down, it's gonna be 9. And I forgot to request that when you're writing these numbers, don't write them in a fashionable way. Write them as raw as they are. Like if you are writing 4, don't write 4 like the 4 on your calculator, or write 4 the one that is like, you get what the 4 that you can draw a cube out of it. Yes, the original 4 that you write at school when you start writing. I'm just making an example. Like your 7 must not be a 7 with another line on the neck. No, it must be just a raw 7. I'm just making example of numbers. So I said you separate the first number from these other numbers, and then the second number you are going to turn it upside down. After turning that that number upside down, the following number, we don't change it. You just write it next to this number that you've turned upside down. So this one, we wrote it as it is. And then the following number, I want you to turn it anti-clockwise a little bit, so that it can face a little bit like anti-clockwise, just a little bit, and you will see possibly it can form something like a letter when you turn it anti-clockwise a little bit, not 100% anti-clockwise like we did with that first number, the second number. So it will form a letter like sharp, and then the other number after this one, you turn it to face the opposite direction, and you put it next to this one, which we just turned it anti-clockwise little bit, like 35 degrees, something like that. So this one, you make it face the opposite direction. If it's facing downwards, you make it down, you make it face upwards, sharp. And then this other number after this one, I think if I'm not wrong, it's the last number that you should have there. So this one, you separate it like, just like you separate just a distance, little distance, to show if it were words, it will show that this is another letter separate from these other letters, for an example. So that number must be separated a little bit also, and you make it face upwards. This last digit, you make it face upwards. And then, my lady, that is my message to you. But now the husband will be concerned about, now what is this message? And I say, okay, the woman, you are shocked, and is like, okay, remember I said we will think of numbers. You thought of a number, your partner, she thought of a number, and then we calculated, guys, because the purpose here, I wanted to show you that you are connected, you have the same energy flow. It's like you are meant to be together. So, mister, what answer did you get? Okay, before you tell us what answer did you get, I want you to say it at the same time, both of you. And both of them, they will say, we got 810. And right there, they are amazed, and they forget about, the husband forget about the instructions I just did to the wife to write extra calculations, because now the wife, the message that the wife got there is the message saying, I love you. So if you followed me like correctly here, you will realize that the message there I wrote is I love you to your wife, right on your face, and you failed to notice, and you got excited about same energy with your wife, and I'm lying. Then I got the con man. My anger has been unleashed. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. So in case you had interest on this later and you did not get my calculations, I will just, for courtesy, I will just repeat the calculations. You can do it yourself and try to do it for fun with your friends. Like, you can tell them, you can guess anything they're doing, and the answer will always be the same. The answer will, if you apply this formula that I have like designed here, the answer will always be 810. So it goes like this. You think of any number. If you did not do it, you can try it now. If you're a maths teacher, for an example, to tell your kids, like, break ice with things like this, like, it's amazing, you know. And on a serious note, you can even use it, like, even though I'm doing it jokingly, but you can do many things with it. So you think of any number, it doesn't matter, 1,000 numbers, or even your phone number, it doesn't, any number. And then you're going to multiply this unknown number, whatever number you thought of, you multiply it by 90. And then after multiplying it by 90, you always press equal sign. That one you must always emphasize, because calculators once, guys, did I do that? I think I was supposed to stop right here. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I'm really sorry. I was focusing on this. Sorry. So I said you will think of any number, and then the number you're thinking of, you multiply it by 90, which is 90, and you always emphasize
Noch
that
schneller und wir durchbrechen die Schallmauer.
you always emphasize that you press equal sign. So after multiplying it by 90, you multiply it again by 9 this time. And then you get the answer of that. The answer that you have now, you divide it by the number that you were thinking of, the one that you don't tell me. After dividing by that number, the answer that you will have, or the answer that you have if you were trying to do it practical now, you will realize that your answer is 810, where I stopped the husband to calculate. And then obviously by that time, anyone, you calculate now, you think of any number, your ID number, whatever, you multiply it by 90, and then you multiply it by 9, and then you divide by the number that you thought of, you will always get 810. So from there, then I design it then. My aim is to get a number that will enable me to write I love you by those letters. So I designed this other calculation then now where I multiply it by 80. This 80 now is multiplying that 810 that obviously you will get. And then after multiplying it by 80, and then I add this 105,632 so that I can get this value of 170,432. So with 170,432, I can write I love you, and the husband will not see, or the partner will not see. That's how it goes. I'm going to scam us, so I'm also teaching you how to scam, so that when they try to scam you, they give you fake money. When you try to change your money, you scam them too. It is a beautiful weather. And Jekui for traveling with me. When I'm saying Jekui, I've learned it from Nuremberg. Jekui means thank you. And when I started to greet, I said Dobry den. Dobry den means hello. And Prasim means please. 3 words I've learned from Nuremberg. That's me. And I'm teaching you now as an educator. Okay. Yeah, so you can try to play around it. Festive, sitting somewhere with your friends, create your words with numbers. As long as you will multiply the numbers after getting that 810, then maybe you want to get 5,620, and then you know to 810 how can I get to 5,620, and then you know, oh, I can add this from 800, or I can multiply 810 by this, divide it by this, add this, to manipulate it to get to the number that you want. It's amazing. Blow their minds. Why? Because you are my friend, and then you end up having those abilities. Yeah, as I'm looking at that horizon, I'm thinking of what I once spoke about. I think my first video on Lefaria via Karengas, where I was asking you guys, if you watched that video, where I was asking, like, during the day, when people speak, like, let's say you are in your yard, right? And there are people outside your yard by the street there. And then these people are talking. At times, you might not even hear that those people are talking. They used to see people. If you don't see them, you won't even be aware because you can't hear them. And they are just maybe, let's say, 500 meters away. Or let me say 300 meters away. You can't hear what they are saying. So you can't even be aware that there are people from that distance during the day. But the same situation takes place at night. And those people are talking there. You will hear them. So what causes that? During the day, people must speak louder to be heard, depending on the distance. But on the same distance, at night, you don't need to speak louder like you need to during the day. What is the cause of that? I was asking my friends that last time. Always they don't respond then. I don't know whether you do know. No, not that I don't know whether you do know. I don't think you know. I don't think you know, unless you will Google it now. But I don't think you know. So I promised that I will tell them, and I forgot to tell them. What was that? So what causes that is what we call inversion layer. I know it's for the first time you hear of such, even though it's happening always around you. You are even aware, by the way. So it's called inversion layer. So during the day, this inversion layer is like goes up, and then in the evening it drops in a way, come closer to the surface. And then as it comes closer, and then it blocks every, like if you stay in a place where there is smoke, you will see the smoke will form like a line, clean line, to show something like is blocking this smoke, especially in winter in villages. So it's something that you can almost feel it and almost see it, especially where there is smoke. It is called inversion layer. I've paid my debt. I've explained what I asked my friends last time, and I forgot to tell them what it was. I think we have arrived in Nuremberg. No, in Rogu. Rag. Lefa. Okay. Yes, I'm bad in spelling, like pronouncing. I'm terrible, you know. I'm terrible. But at least you can hear my English, right? Yeah. So that's okay. We're here, ladies and gentlemen. As I said, Yekui. Now I'm going to learn the language here, because my next journey will be from here in Regu. I don't know to where. I will decide. But I have to go study that place first, learn the language a little bit. This one I forgot to learn its language before I come here, because I was angry. lot of tourists, and then these guys become con men, like scammers, give us fake money when we need to change our money to their whatever. So yeah, I was angry. I even didn't have time to learn the language. This time I will. When you leave this place, I hope I will be speaking some hellos in their language.
Überpünktlich. Das ist ja kaum zu glauben.